So the factors affecting the SN1 and SN2 mechanism. Now in this video we will study which factors affect the SN1 mechanism and SN2 mechanism. Which factors favors the SN1 and that of the SN2 mechanism. So these factors are, the first factor is the nature of the substrate. Now which type of mechanism is followed by a particular reaction is depend on the nature of the substrate. Now when we consider the SN2 mechanism, in the SN2 mechanism there will be a formation of penta-coordinate intermediate, and due to formation of penta-coordinate intermediate there will be a crowding around the carbon atom which the hydroxide ion gets attached or the nucleophile gets attached, and therefore due to this crowding, if the crowding is more, the attack of nucleophile is less favored, and therefore when we consider the in the SN2 mechanism, as the crowding around the carbon atom increases, the destabilization increases and the attack of nucleophile becomes less and less favored. If you observe in this example, if there will be only 3 hydrogen atoms are attached to this carbon atom, the attack of nucleophile is easier. The attack of nucleophile is easier because there is no crowding. The size of hydrogen atoms is small, and therefore nucleophile can easily attack on this carbon atom to form a bond. But as the size of the substituent goes on increasing, in the next example, these 2 hydrogens are as it is, but now there in place of this hydrogen there will be alkyl group, and therefore the crowding increases. In the third example, there are 2 methyl groups and 1 hydrogen, so crowding further increases. In the fourth example, there will be 3 methyl groups are attached, and therefore the crowding further increases. And as the crowding increases, the attack of nucleophile becomes the less favored, and therefore generally the which type of substrate undergoes the SN2 mechanism, that is the substrate which are having the less crowding. Now which are the substrate which are having the less crowding? Generally these are the primary alkyl halides. The primary alkyl halides having the less crowding, and therefore generally the primary alkyl halides use the SN2 mechanism. Now when we are considering the SN2 mechanism, so the SN2 mechanism is most favored by the primary alkyl halides, then secondary, and then that of the tertiary alkyl halides. So generally primary alkyl halides undergo or follows the SN2 mechanism. Now which type of substrates follows the SN1 mechanism? Now when we consider the SN1 mechanism, in the SN1 mechanism there will be a formation of planar carbocation, and it is a 2-step mechanism. And when we are considering the planar carbocation, there will be a formation of planar carbocation. In that case, after the formation of carbocation in the first step of SN1 mechanism, in the second step there will be an attack of nucleophile on the carbocation. Now if this carbocation is having a planar geometry, and due to that the nucleophile attack from any side, and also in that case due to formation of carbocation, planar carbocation, if there will be increase in the crowding due to the planar carbocation, there will be a steric relief, because these alkyl groups, which as the alkyl group increases, crowding also increases, but due to the formation of planar carbocation, these are arranged in such a way that there will be a less crowding, and therefore as the methyl groups or alkyl groups, substituent alkyl groups increases, there will be getting a steric relief. There is another factor, that is the positive inductive effect. Now, when there will be a attachment of the methyl group in place of hydrogen, the due to positive inductive effect, the carbocation becomes the more favorable for the attack of nucleophile. And as the methyl group increases, the positive inductive effect increases, and due to that the nucleophile can easily attack on that substrate. Further, there will be a hyperconjugation due to the presence of alpha hydrogen atom on the substrate. Due to that, what happens? The attack of nucleophile becomes easier, and therefore as the methyl group increases to that carbon atom, what happens? The attack of nucleophile goes on easier due to the presence of positive inductive effect and that of the hyperconjugation, and therefore generally the SN1 mechanism is favored by the tertiary alkyl halides. So what are the reasons? First, there will be a steric relief due to the its planar geometry, as there will be increase in the alkyl group, but these are arranged in such a way that there will be a less crowding, and these are also stabilized by the positive inductive effect and that of the hyperconjugation, which is increases as the alkyl group increases, and therefore when the substrate is having such type of steric relief, stabilization by positive inductive effect and that of the hyperconjugation, these are more favored for the SN1 mechanism. And such type of substrate are the tertiary alkyl halides. So tertiary alkyl halides contains the more alkyl groups, there will be a steric relief, and also there will be a stabilization by the positive inductive effect and that of the hyperconjugation, and therefore the tertiary alkyl halides are more favored by the SN1 mechanism. So generally the primary alkyl halides favor the SN2 mechanism and tertiary alkyl halides favor the SN1 mechanism. Now, when there will be presence of secondary alkyl halides, when we are using the substrate which is the secondary alkyl halide, in that case the both type of mechanism are possible, that is the SN1 or that of the SN2, or sometimes we are getting the mixed mechanism, that is SN1 and SN2. These are depend on the conditions, what type of substrate we are using. So on that basis, when we are taking the secondary alkyl halides, this may be favored by SN1 or SN2, or this may be favored by SN1 and SN2, that is the mixed mechanism, which are depend on the condition. But the SN1 mechanism is most favored by the tertiary alkyl halides, and the SN2 mechanism is most favored by the primary alkyl halides. So that is about the nature of the substrate. That is the first factor. Second factor, nucleophilicity of the reagent. As you know that nucleophile carries a negative charge, and when we consider the nucleophile, when there will be a faster attack of nucleophile on the substrate, then the rate of the reaction becomes fast. It is more favorable for the fast reaction, and therefore stronger the nucleophile, it more faster we will get the product, and the rate of the reaction also increases. Now this nucleophilicity we can represent on the basis of the Lewis base. It means what is its tendency to lose their electron pair. If any nucleophile having a high tendency to lose the electron pair, it is a stronger nucleophile. And if any nucleophile having a lesser tendency to donate the electron pair or to lose the electron pair, then it is the weak nucleophile. So when we are considering the stronger nucleophile favors the SN2 mechanism, because in the SN2 mechanism the bond formation and bond breaking takes place simultaneously, and therefore if the nucleophile is more strong, it attacks fastly on the substrate and therefore it gives the SN2 mechanism. But when we consider the SN1 mechanism, in the SN1 mechanism, it is a two-step mechanism in which in the first step there will be a formation of carbocation, and in the second step there will be attack of nucleophile on that carbocation, and therefore the nucleophile does not involve in the rate determining step. It means the rate of the reaction does not affect the rate of SN1 reaction does not affect by the nucleophile because it attack in the second step. In the rate equation there will be no nucleophile is present, there will be only presence of substrate. Therefore in that case nucleophile does not affect the rate of the reaction in case of SN1 mechanism. So that is the second factor. What is the third factor? That is the solvent polarity. Now solvent polarity also affect the rate of the reaction. If the solvent is most polar solvent, it solvates or there will be a solvation of the ions will be takes place, and if there will be a more solvation, there will be a more stabilization of the ions, positive or negative ions. Now when we consider the SN1 mechanism, in the SN1 mechanism there will be a formation of carbocation. Now this carbocation gets stabilized by a polar solvent, and if polar solvent is having protons, these protons solvated to the negatively charged species, that is our nucleophile, and if there will be a solvation of the negatively charged ions, or if the solvent is protic, then protic solvent solvated the nucleophiles and therefore it gets stabilized. Nucleophiles gets stabilized. Now what happens when we are considering the SN1 mechanism? In the first step there will be a formation of carbocation. Now in that case, if we are using a protic solvent, it stabilizes the nucleophile by the solvation, and therefore it favors the SN1 mechanism, because in the slow step there will be a breaking, which is the breaking step in which there will be breaking of carbon and halogen bond and formation of carbocation, and the nucleophile gets stabilized due to the solvation, and therefore it attacks in the second step, and therefore the polar protic solvent favors the SN1 mechanism. Now in case of SN2 mechanism, there will be a no formation of the cation or that of the anion, and therefore if we are using the protic or the polar solvent, it stabilizes the nucleophile, because in the SN2 mechanism attack of nucleophile and breaking of carbon halogen bond will be takes place simultaneously, and if we are using the protic solvent or the polar solvent, it stabilizes the nucleophile by the solvation, and due to that it becomes so stable, and therefore attack of nucleophile becomes less, and due to that the rate of the reaction decreases because the nucleophile gets stabilized, and therefore we can say that the polar protic solvent does not favors the SN2 mechanism, so it decreases the rate of reaction. So the polar protic solvent does not favors the SN2 mechanism because it stabilizes the nucleophile. So these are the factors which affect the SN1 and that of the SN2 mechanism.